Hey, good afternoon, traders. This is Trader Tim coming to you from EminiMind.com, and we're doing another Monday market analysis video here. The markets are just about to close, and the first thing I wanted to point out on the daily chart is that the volume on this move up here has been decreasing, and typically that's a sign of losing steam. If we look at the volume here on the move down, we did see an increase in volume on the move down. So whether you put on some puts on Friday at the close, or I just put some 442s on right now in the SPY, I think we can easily make it to, the halfway back long, or even if we only come down to 4,400 and bounce a little bit, there might be a little bit of quick selling. I mean, even like going into the close here, since putting them on it, we've sold off from 439 is what we were at about quarter till, and now we're down all the way almost 10 points. So looking for a little bit of a down move. If we don't get that, if instead this turns into kind of a fruition of a bull flag and we move above the 61.8 here, what I'd be doing is looking for us to complete this unfilled gap, and it's at 4462.50. So it's a clear break of the 61.8. If I go back to that chart, the 61.8 is at 44.51. So a 62 is another 12 points. But I'd be okay, letting it go a little bit higher than just the 61.8, just to make sure that we're not kind of doing a fake out. But at that point, I'd close the hedge in the put position. And if we come down to the 50% long, I would consider taking some off, or at least if we're running out of time here towards the end of the week, especially going into the weekend, I'd look at closing out those puts and locking in profit. If we bounce at the close, if it's just midday and we're just going down, 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 and we're ripping through the 50 and 61, all of a sudden we're down here at 43.40, then I'm just going to hang on to them, see if we get down to double bottom at least, down at the 4,300 lows. So that's kind of the big picture plan. As far as intraday goes, things have been pretty decent. Today there were a handful of setups. Things were a little bit kind of conflicting signals at times, because when I drew up from the first drawing today, I grabbed from Friday's close, this little swing high here, down to lows, and we kind of stopped there for a little while this morning. Let me link these up, and I'll pull up the 512. And so there were a handful of opportunities in both directions, just basically buying and selling any little micro 50% retracement here. But they didn't all get a lot of momentum. So like here is that 50%. You could sell a little short like this, and kind of choppy. Eventually broke down and took out the swing low, but at the very least, getting some momentum. So when you have these situations where you have a larger retracement, in this case short, and then you get a bounce and a reaction, but then you also have a 50% retracement long trade first, those are the ones that I tend to pass on more. So even though we came down to the halfway back, even though we bounced to the halfway back long, there's a lot more pinballing between the two 50%. So when we get stuck between two 50%, it just makes it a little bit less likely for us to be breaking out constantly. And then you end up like trading at the 50 long, trading at 50 short, trading at 50 long. So even though you can come in here and take some of these retracements and maybe get a first target and get moved down to negative 23, and then you come in and take the long, it could be 4, 5, 6 trades before you actually break out, like in this case, and then start trending higher. So try not to get frustrated when you're stuck between two 50% like that. If you want to play it safe, you can just kind of use the 61.8s as your failure level, and then just wait to take the next setup after the 6-to-8 break. So like, okay, we broke to the upside, so then just go ahead and take the next long, and then at least you're going to get some more follow through and able to have a better chance of getting a runner versus if you're just, like I said, ping-ponging between the two 50%. So that's all I really had for today's trading. Tomorrow we'll be back doing the Tuesday live trading sessions, and you can check those out at eminimind.com/VIP. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will talk to you all soon.